Straight ahead on News Channel 5 this morning, Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell talks road safety after several people were killed in hit-and-run crashes just this month. And putting food on the table, not easy for those in so-called food deserts. But help is coming to our neighbors in North Nashville. We'll tell you where and when a food giveaway is happening today. And talk about being in the right place at the right time. Hear the message from a man whose life was saved by a complete stranger. Your news starts now.
Keeping you safe, informed, connected. This is News Channel 5 This Morning.
Good morning. So good to have you join us. I'm Tony Sloan, filling in for Jennifer Krause this morning. And, of course, we start this Saturday with a quick look at your forecast with News Channel 5 meteorologist Henry Rothenberg with all the important details for us. I think you said earlier this is kind of the last stand for summer at this point.
You know, last stand right now for summer officially because fall begins Monday. Yeah. Temperatures in the 90s for the weekend. That's about 10 degrees above where we should be. But we'll see gradual cooling for the upcoming week. In fact, we've got all that in our weather headlines and what we are watching for you. So the average high is 83, with 60 being our average low. We're running well above that in the 90s today, even tomorrow, and take a look at what's going on with those rain chances. They're minimal, but they'll increase just a little bit as we head into tomorrow. Now, Power 5 radars. It's a quiet start across Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky right now. What about temperatures? 62 in Dixon, Camden at 66, Murray's at 63, 63 in Murfreesboro, 55 though for McMinnville, Cookeville, Crossville's at 58. So as you travel higher in elevation, a little bit cooler towards the Cumberland Plateau versus the 60s for everyone else. Now, want to get out on the lake today, want to enjoy this warmth? By all means, do so. However, just know that an isolated thunderstorm cannot be ruled out in the afternoon hours. So let's make sure that we're paying attention if we're on those bodies of water. Partly cloudy out there. The fact that 90 is the temperature at noon and we're that high above normal, which is 83, just a sign of how warm this air mass is that's hanging on for the weekend. I did say we're going to have rain chances for the upcoming week. We'll talk about that and much more a little later on, Tony.
All right, thank you, Henry. Meanwhile, Metro Police are investigating a shooting in East Nashville that sent one person to the hospital. It happened around 9 o'clock last night near Shelby Avenue and 10th Street. We talked to police on the scene who were not able to give us a lot of details or even if they have a suspect in custody. But this is a developing investigation, so we'll make sure to let you know when we learn more. Clarksville police say they need your help to find a 71-year-old woman. Corliss Manuel was last seen walking near North Halifax Court in Clarksville wearing a black T-shirt and black pants, possibly carrying a suitcase. She's just under 5 feet tall, has gray hair and brown eyes. She has a medical condition that may limit her ability to return safely without help. Now, if you see her, you're asked to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. A Hendersonville man is in police custody this morning after officials allege he sexually abused a child in a local church. Law enforcement accused 20-year-old Paul Smith of continuous sexual abuse of a child, along with several other disturbing charges in connection to interactions at Good Nash Church in Goodlettsville. Now, if you have any information about Smith, you're asked to call Goodlettsville Police. Well, September has been deadly on Nashville roads. There's been a number of fatal hit-and-run crashes involving pedestrians, and now 3 families are left to mourn their loved ones. Tuesday night, 67-year-old Jerry Crutcher was killed when police say a Jeep struck him on Dr. D.B. Todd Jr. Boulevard. On September 11th, the driver left after hitting Nicholas Leonhardt, but later surrendered. That same night, a Dodge Charger hit and killed a pedestrian on Haywood Lane. Now, we asked Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell what the city is doing to try and prevent more incidents like these.
We know there will be both more sidewalks and more crosswalks, as well as better signal mechanics at multiple intersections. And then over the past couple of years, through budget surpluses that still existed when I took office and capital spending priorities, we're trying to make progress as quickly as we can on Vision Zero.
Now, he points to updates on 3rd Avenue North and Dickerson Pike. Corridors along Gallatin Pike are in the design phase. The mayor also addressed a hate crime on the campus of Meharry Medical College this week. An area of the Albion Street parking garage was defaced with graffiti that included a racial slur and a veiled death threat. Metro Nashville police, they were notified and the graffiti was removed. Security patrols have increased, but the people responsible are still unidentified. Now, we recently told you about an increase of food deserts in North Nashville, where a closed grocery store has limited people's access to get what they need. Well, now there's an effort to try and address that issue and many others. Later this morning, there'll be a food pop-up event at Galilee Baptist Church in North Nashville. Our Eric Pointer joins us there live this morning with all the details. So, Eric, now the city says they're going to step in again.
So Metro Social Services has done these pop-ups before, and not only are they resuming them, but they're expanding them to give people more access to food. Now, families have in the past had to go to Metro Social Services office to pick up the boxes, but they realize that part of what creates a food desert is the lack of transportation. So now they are going out into the community and meeting people where they are. Through a food insecurity study, Metro has identified this zip code 37208 as having the most food deserts in Davidson County. And they wanted to start here to make sure that students, working adults, and anyone else who is needing it has something to eat.
If they're not eating and making good grades and getting the money that they need at work, everything else falls off. And we cannot fix this entire problem with one shot, but we're going to at least put a dent in the problem.
Now, anyone in need of food is invited to pull up in their vehicle to get a food box. No registration is required. In the event, it starts at 9 o'clock this morning, and it's first come, first served. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
A lot of help for people in the community. All right, thank you, Eric. Meanwhile, one family is together because the right people were in the right place at the right time. 27-year-old Zach Porter of Cookeville went into cardiac arrest at a TJ Maxx a few weeks ago. Mike Brown, who happens to teach a CPR class, walked into the store and saw Porter on the ground. He quickly went to work, giving him CPR.
I mean, he, literally saved my brain, saved my life by just keeping my blood pumping, which is pretty great. I'm super lucky, and it could have happened anywhere.
Yeah, so now both men are stressing the importance of getting CPR certified. Now, once you get it, the certification lasts for about 2 years. And there's another woman who actually stepped in to help with compressions. But in all of the chaos, they never found out who she was. And Zach and his family says they would like to thank her as well. Coming up on News Channel 5 this morning, many Democrats are criticizing the FCC chair after his comments led to the suspension of late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel. But one of the nation's top Republicans is also calling him out.
February 28, 2024, I was in a bad car accident. A lady came from a side street, hit us on the passenger side. We flipped 3 times. The police officer that was on the scene said if we didn't have our seatbelts on, we could have died. When Nathan called and told me how much I was getting from the wreck, I did not expect that amount, but I was very thankful. Anytime I know I need any legal advice, assistance, or anything, I will always call Griffin Law Firm.
How did we become a house divided? You did this. It's a good thing I like you.
We may not agree on teams,
but one thing we all agree on.
Everyone wins with Tennessee home buyers.
So whether you bleed orange or blue,
when it comes time to sell, call the red, white, and blue at Tennessee home buyers.
Sell your house the easy way. Call 299 cash today.
During the Sprint sales tax holiday, we'll pay your sales tax or give you 4 years no interest on select Sealy Posturepedic sets. That's on top of great prices, with savings up to $400 on Sealy Posturepedic hybrid or firm tight top mattresses. And get a $300 Sprint gift card and 4 years no interest with any Tempur-Pedic or Stearns & Foster purchase. We have hundreds of mattresses in stock and dedicated mattress experts to help find the perfect mattress for you. It's going on now at Sprint's.
This is an event that will inspire you to do better for yourself and for your family and for your friends. Susan G. Komen means strength and power. It's an amazing community. We deserve to find a cure.
Ending breast cancer needs all of us.
Do you have allergy symptoms? Dust a lot? For over 25 years, Middle Tennessee has trusted Mr. B's Air Duct Cleaning. Visit mrbairduct.com for a free estimate.
There's only one way, and that's the right way, and that's what we do at Mr. B's Air Duct Cleaning.
You're watching News Channel 5, part of the Scripps News Group.
Drought monitor updated Thursday as expected. We have seen areas bumped up to now extreme drought. We have seen more areas added to dry or moderate drought conditions. Bottom line, we're starting to get to that point that we desperately need good soaking rainfall. We've got some rain chances. Will they help with the drought? Maybe a little bit, but not enough, I think, to eliminate it for the upcoming week. Now, things are quiet currently in the 60s and 50s from the Power of 5 radars. But I'll tell you, as we go through the day, we'll get some heating of the day, pop-up showers, so we'll keep a 20% chance of isolated activity. Humidity, as we go through the next 3 days, that is going to be on the lower end of things, climbing to the mid-humid range as well. So get ready for those humid conditions. Now, today, we will see temperatures climbing into the low 90s with that 20% chance of an isolated shower. More rain chances for the upcoming week and gradual cooling as well for the upcoming week. We'll talk more about that in the full forecast in a bit, Tony.
All right, looking forward to hearing more about that. Thank you, Henry. An investigation is now underway after a television station in Sacramento, California, was struck by gunfire. Officers responded to the ABC 10 building just after 1:30 Friday afternoon. It's unclear how many rounds struck the building, though the lobby was struck by at least 3 bullets. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Now, there's no information on a suspect, but police said a vehicle was involved. Now, we don't know if this incident has anything to do with the indefinite suspension of late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel, but it is worth pointing out that the shots were fired at an ABC station. This week, the network suspended Kimmel for remarks made about the assassination of political activist Charlie Kirk. FCC Chair Brendan Carr urged owners of TV stations to preempt Kimmel's show, while some conservatives say Kimmel had it coming. As others, such as Tennessee Senator Ted Cruz, talked about the FCC chair.
That's right out of Goodfellas. That's right out of a mafioso coming into a bar going, "Nice bar you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it."
Now, yesterday, Cruz loaded moving trucks outside the studio where Jimmy Kimmel tapes his late-night show in Los Angeles as more protests took place overnight over his suspension. Coming up on News Channel 5 this morning, doctors say there's a drug more dangerous than fentanyl, and it's popping back up in Tennessee. We'll tell you about this forgotten drug and what makes it so dangerous.
Everybody loves McPherson's Men's Shop.
I don't love McPherson's.
Well, you love football, don't you?
Sure do.
Well, how about a personal foul? Now everybody loves McPherson's.
Electronic Express has you covered for game day with the largest selection of in-stock TVs. Right now, get a 65-inch Samsung Ultra High Definition TV for just $399. Shopping local means free delivery and up to 24 months interest-free financing. Visit us in-store or at electronicexpress.com.
It happens once a year.
Get giant savings all month long during the kickoff sales event at Matthews Nissan in Clarksville. Get 0% for 84 months on a new Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. Get 1.9% for 60 months on a new Frontier. Get 4.9% for 60 months on a new Armada, Kicks, or Sentra. Plus, get a lifetime warranty at no cost to you. No payments for 90 days. Military pay no tax.
Get big savings at MatthewsNissan.com.
You're gonna love our prices, Matthews Nissan.
Here you go. This one's perfect. Just for you. And you. With chances to win millions, Jumbo Bucks Instant Games are the perfect fit for everyone. Find yours today. Say Jumbo Bucks. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
All right, the time now is 6:14. Here with meteorologist Henry Rothenberg to talk all things weather. So we're in this extreme drought, I think. It's at this point we're really needing more rain.
You know, rain is beneficial right now. Don't want it on the weekend so folks can enjoy it, but we're at the point, I'll take it whenever I can get it because that drought's going to get worse and worse, and we're heading towards that season where folks love to get, you know, a little fire pit going. Yeah. But it becomes dangerous. Take a look at this. I mean, we do have extreme drought conditions. Paris, Tennessee, parts of Clarksville. Then we have got anywhere from moderate to severe drought conditions for a good chunk of areas that are east of or west of I-65. And then you've got dry conditions to moderately dry conditions for just about everybody else. And as expected, the drought monitor did increase on Thursday when it was updated. You're looking at the Power of 5 radars. Yeah, we got some cloud cover out there, but rain right now, nada. I do think with the heating of the day, this will get a little bit more active. 63 in Music City, 63 in Murfreesboro, Clarksville, Hopkinsville, Murray, 63 also in Bowling Green. Then you got 61 in Portland, 61 down in Fayetteville, Columbia. And then as we travel up in elevation, McMinnville, Crossville, Cookeville, all in the 50s right now. Dew points are in the 50s and low 60s. So what does this mean? Well, just open the front door this morning. It feels rather nice, but I think it's going to be a little bit humid by this afternoon, and that's why the muggy meter will increase across the area. Quiet overall right now with just some clouds, 63 degrees, and that calm wind from our sky cam over there at 333 Commerce as we look across downtown from the Batman building. Live look from the campus of Tennessee Tech in Cookeville. We are at 63 degrees looking along the quad right now. 66 in downtown. This is our Skynet site here at News Channel 5. And we'll take you to Columbia where it is a quiet start and 64 degrees currently. The muggy meter, as I mentioned today, in that low end of humid. So you will notice the humidity somewhat, and that'll just kind of increase as we go through the coming days. Exact track, we're going to pause it at midday. I think it's still quiet, but this afternoon, the heating of the day, you get some of these isolated shower chances to pop up. About 20% chance at best of this. So most of us staying dry, but some lucky few getting these pop-up showers that we'll still have a few lingering through dinner time, and I think it'll quiet down a bit going through the overnight. But a better chance of rain as we head into tomorrow with more scattered activity, potentially about 3, 4 in the afternoon. Here we are at dinner time, still keeping some scattered storms in the forecast that'll take you towards news time. Now, today we're looking for 70s at 8 a.m., 90, though, by noon. The average high is 83 degrees and 93 degrees by 3 o'clock with an isolated shower or storm chance. Next 3 days, 93 today, 90 tomorrow, lows in the upper 60s out there, fall beginning on Monday, 89 degrees as fall kicks off at 1:19 in the afternoon, and I'm looking for temperatures to gradually drop for the upcoming week with those mid-80s, overnight lows, upper 60s to around 70 degrees. The rain chances will peak at about 50% on Wednesday. Any and everything will certainly help with the drought monitor as it continues to increase across the area. So, Tony, rain chances, you know, it's nice to have dry weather. You can enjoy being outdoors, but we need that rain, and very hopeful that those chances remain heading into the upcoming week.
Yeah, we'll keep a close eye on that. All right, thank you, Henry. Meanwhile, overdose deaths concern us all, and just about everyone has known or personally dealt with someone struggling with addiction. We have a warning about an old drug becoming a new public health emergency. As our Kim Rafferty tells us, it's an illegal, powerful opioid that can go virtually undetected.
We know what can happen because of an overdose, especially with drugs like fentanyl. But doctors tell us they're seeing a much more powerful drug sold on the streets, and it's linked to over 90 deaths here in Tennessee.
This is a public health emergency. It's not just about a drug. It's really something that we need everybody to be on the same page about. We need law enforcement, we need medical doctors, we need first responders.
I spoke with Dr. Shravani Darbakala, who is the Director of Comprehensive Pain Services at Vanderbilt Medical Center, about a synthetic opioid called nitazeene.
So we're talking hundreds to thousands of times more potent than morphine, and even up to 20 times more potent than fentanyl.
A pharmaceutical company created nitazenes 75 years ago. She says it shelved the drug because nitazenes were so potent and deadly.
And back in 2018, we saw it resurface. Most of it, from my understanding, is coming in from China and other places.
Dr. Derbakala says nitazines could require more doses of naloxone to counteract. In large part, it seems this drug has yet to become commonly known, and many drug screenings don't test for it.
And so it's one of those things where when we don't have urine drug screens that detect this, and we don't know, what a patient has taken, it could lead to misdiagnosis.
I called the Metro Health Department, and a spokesperson said they haven't really heard of it. In fact, in this report the medical examiner gives them, nitazines don't show up in the top 11 drugs found in suspected overdoses.
We don't even know the real prevalence of what's going on.
In Nashville, Kim Rafferty, News Channel 5.
Now, we know hearing this information can be concerning, especially since there's still so much to learn about this drug. Vanderbilt Medical Center is working to try to raise awareness, to monitor the drug, and make testing more accessible. Kim linked more information from the CDC about this drug in her story online. Coming up on News Channel 5 this morning, could Ben & Jerry's become just Ben's? We'll tell you why one of the ice cream brand's founders is leaving his post after 47 years.